but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
Watch it now, Marty. Here we go. Green, 39. Detroit.
He'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now a handoff here to his running back. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. And here are the Raven defensive starters.
Timmy Jernigan, play him over the nose, play him at defensive tackle, bounce him out to defensive end. Wherever you want to put him, Timmy Jernigan can play.
2nd down following the run. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Yards on the punt there, and the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. In not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll run with Davis. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter.
Here we go. 1, 9.
They go again with Davis. And he's got some space here. And he'll cut it to the left side. Niall Davis off to the races. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Niall Davis, 87 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it. They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be second down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle. He can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. That's caught by Treadwell. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
To throw here. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They come out here in the eye. On the carry, it's Davis. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now Davis. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They come up in an offset eye. Here's Davis now. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
Let's see if the defense tries any pressure here on 3rd and 8. Now back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it'll give him the 1st down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
As a former defender, Brandon, the goal was always to tackle the receiver immediately after the catch. When you missed and gave up additional yardage, you didn't make anyone on your team happy. That's why I'm sitting here next to you.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Brief break in the action here. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
All right, here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Normally he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that brings up 4th down.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
And Aguayo's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses have we talked to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they've wanted to.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the Ravens taking the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now a handoff looking right. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll look to throw. He finds Coleman. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll set up a throw. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. In motion is Strong. Now a handoff as they run left side. And past the 30 down to about the 27. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. And they're going to speed things up here.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal. Now hang on here. Time. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This one from 35 yards away. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. On to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So just 1 yard to go here on 3rd down. They come out here in the eye. It's a quarterback sneak. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
Here we go. 1, 9,
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. Try and sneak it here. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go. 1, 9.
And to give this time to the tailback. And some room to maneuver. Niall Davis off to the races. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Niall Davis, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Ravens will extend their lead. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. First down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right, because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, 44 yards. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And they'll run it here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
To throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And a powerful stiff arm, it frees him. There he goes, right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
They come out here in the eye. In motion is Strong. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And now here's a carry heading left. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. So it'll be first down here after the run. And they'll go on the ground. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Looking to throw. And an alley to run. Corey Coleman. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Corey Coleman, 60 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And a touchdown there to help them expand the lead.
All you're looking for is as much separation between you and the other team as possible. They've got to feel good about what that touchdown gives them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now back out comes the offense. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of. But so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said,
Davis fighting. He loses the football.
wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on second. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. He lost 2 there. And it's third down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up fourth. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now this offense ready to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They're going to hurry back to the line now. He'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because their only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Well, here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. Throwing right, and that's complete. 11 yards on the pickup, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Time for a break. We're back to crown a champion after this. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And down inside the 15 he goes. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But I think the offense got it back. They did. Inside the 10-yard line, they avoid disaster. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Shipped together here from the D-line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Here we go.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now, defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Come on, let's go.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And it's all over. Just one is left standing, and that one is the Baltimore